Sagittarius, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. But this is an energy reading. So if you're not a Sagittarius and you've happened upon this video, even if it's only this one time, this is your message. It's something that you need to hear. It comes to you at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. I don't know who this person is, but Sagittarius, this is somebody who's pretty formidable. This is somebody who definitely knows themselves, because we have the Emperor card come out. This is somebody who is a leader, a natural-born leader, a natural-born boss, a natural-born entrepreneur, somebody who's extraordinarily successful. They know what they want. There's a level of independence. There's a certainty here. This can also represent the stabilization of your financial situation, the stabilization of your career. This could represent a new career opportunity for you. This is really interesting energy to pop out first thing. So, you know what, Sagittarius, let's get deeper into your reading, into your message, to understand what exactly these cards mean. But they're very powerful energies. I don't know if you're already dealing with these energies, but it's very powerful. So remember, guys, as I divide the deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. You can't really see it because of my setup here right now, but that's part of the message, part of the reading, and I want that to happen. If you are looking for personal readings, I provide those, but only through my website. It's the only place you can book and schedule with me. You can go to www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. You can book and schedule right there at your earliest convenience. And if you haven't subscribed, or this is your first time finding the channel, welcome. My name is Michelle, and I am an astrologer and intuitive empath. I am a tarot card reader. I've been doing this for years. And so, okay, we got another card that fell out. And so I got a lot of different perspectives on how to read the cards. It's not necessarily your average reading, but thank you so much for giving me a shot. Please remember to subscribe to the channel so you can help the channel grow, and then ring that notification bell and select all notifications so that you know when I upload your favorite content, but also so you know when I go live. This is the only place on the internet, social media, whatever, that I actually go live and will provide free public tarot card readings. So if you like to participate in that, please remember to subscribe. Okay, so this is some interesting energy. Maybe you took some personal initiative. Maybe you were dealing with some sort of corporate mogul. Maybe you were dealing with some sort of militant leader. There was just this energy of finding maybe yourself, your sense of individuality, which Aries represents. There's an for those of you who don't know, the Emperor represents Aries energy, but the Emperor represents maybe a father figure, somebody in your life who had their shit together, or somebody who just you really admired, or it's a discovery of your own personal strength, your own personal ability, your own way to move forward, taking initiative and moving forward, making a decision, Sagittarius, to move forward, take authority over your life, be willing to be independent, be willing to be the individual, be willing to be and stand on your own 2 feet, all of those things. And then we have this guy. And this is also usually a masculine, doesn't have to be a man, but it's a masculine energy that really has its shit together, very reliable, dependable energy of somebody who's not only responsible with money, but somebody who knows how to make money, produce money, keep money around. This is usually, in my readings, representative of a boss, but it could also be a romantic interest, or just represent the solidifying of your career, the solidifying a job offer, even. Reliable income, not just reliable, but sort of abundance. This is an energy of, I don't know, I'd really, if this was a job, I'd really want to work for this energy, because it's like, it's progressive, it's smart, it's sharp, it has a future, it's aggressive in its confidence, And it certainly has the ability, once again, to continue to make money and stick around. With the Pentacles is an energy of sustainability. So it's almost like you have Aries and then Taurus energy that's aligning itself up here. A sense of a powerful energy of self that knows how to take authority over its finances and over its physical space. So that's really interesting, but it does, to me, demonstrate stabilization. I don't think this energy just started for you. It could have started a couple of months ago, or maybe in April of this year. Because in other words, this could be a demarcation of time. It could have started earlier in 2024. But ultimately, this is a stabilization of the resources. We also had this card come out as an underlying energy, which means you decided to take some sort of leap of faith or follow in faith. Put your heart on your sleeve, put your heart out there. This kind offer, maybe an offer that was made to you or provided for you by this very authoritative energy. Maybe if this is a romantic situation, this is an energy of love, of being loved, of showing love, of somebody offering you love or showing love to you. And now we have coming out in the future this energy of fighting for it. So let me say this to you. This could even just be a memory. Whatever this is almost, if I could paint an ideal situation for work or romance, this would be it. So something painted in your mind, the ideal situation, and it's almost like you experienced this. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. And now you won't settle for less. Now, this is the example or the experience that you base all other examples on. This ideal situation of, I don't want to settle for anything less than what this is. Now, I don't know if this is a job. Like I said, I want to see if I lost the card. I don't know if this is a job. I don't know if this is a person or a love relationship, but this is certainly front and center on your mind, and you're refusing to settle for less. And that's good. This sense of somehow in some way your standards were raised and you just can't go back to the mediocrity that you might have settled for before, or you just can't go back to, and you shouldn't want to. You shouldn't want to. Now, I don't know why this is coming up, but it probably, in terms of right now, what I see is a reminder to not settle. If this was real one time, you can find it in reality another time. And this is the only major arcana on the table. So it definitely demonstrates you're finding yourself. You're finding a stronger sense of self. You're finding a stronger sense of your own power through the example of somebody else's love or commitment to you or faith that they put in you or how they treated you. Like I said, this could be anybody. Could have been a father figure, could have been a boss, could have been a romantic partner. Whatever it was, this person set such a great example. You don't ever want to be treated in any other way. Now, I don't know why this is coming up now. I don't know why this is coming front and center, which is really what I want to ask the card. It's like, okay, so it's like almost like the universe has to remind you for some reason this week. It has to remind you to remember to not settle. To remember that if this is true, if this is real, if this happened and this is what you deserve, you are correct and you shouldn't settle. So that's the only message I'm getting so far. But I want to, yeah, this is about aspirations. This is about aim high. This is about it. It's almost coming across. It's such a potent and obvious message that it's almost coming across as a warning of don't lower your standards. Keep fighting. Keep insisting on what you know you deserve and what you know can be real. Don't allow yourself to settle, maybe because you've been lonely too long. I mean, for fuck's sake, a lot of times we just need a job. And listen, when it comes to work, when it comes to romantic situations, you should never settle, because the truth is you don't have to. But in terms of work, sometimes we just need to pay the bills, right? So if you have to take that job that's subpar, that's fine. Just don't convince yourself that that's all you're capable of. So it's almost like even if you had to take that job, Sagittarius, that was beneath you, the universe is coming back in this reading really strong to say, you got to kick out of believing that's all that's possible. I'm here to remind you, You only took the job to pay the bills. It's not what you're supposed to be doing. It's not where you're destined for. It's not all that's out there. There is better out there. And this is the message that is coming across real strong. There is better out there, so keep fighting for it. Don't settle with where you are, because you know and you have experienced so much better. And certainly that better is real. This is the aspiration. This is that sense of truth, of knowledge, of knowing, of wishing, of wanting. And it's almost like saying to you, Sagittarius, trust your desire. If you know that there's better out there, it's because there is. It's because you will find it. Don't give up. And it's almost like, yeah, maybe you had to take that shitty job because, you had to pay the bills. But then you should still be sending your resumes out to what you're aspiring for, what you want, what you desire. This reading is saying, don't forget your purpose. Don't forget your talents, your skills. Don't forget it just because you've maybe had to settle or you've had to do what you got to do to get by. Don't forget what you're truly capable of. You need to start remembering that, and you need to start fighting for it. It doesn't mean up and leave the job that's paying your bills. It means get your resume in order. You start connecting with headhunters. You don't have to announce it to your job. We're not telling you to quit, but it's saying start the preparation work based on the fact that you know you deserve better, because you do, and God doesn't want you to settle or get too comfortable, especially not to the point where you think, well, this is all there is for me. This is all that's out there. This is, it's not. It's not. So don't settle. I don't know why you needed to hear this at this time. Take a leap of faith into the unknown. This is you heading into, it's like, trust that there's something else out there for you. Like, allow yourself to be burden free of these negative self-limiting thoughts that, you can't find something else. Yes, you can. And God is telling you, aspire higher. What's coming this week is going to be the opportunity to take the leap of faith and go out there and get better for yourself. And God wants you to take it. God doesn't want you to settle or give up. It doesn't mean you're leaving today. It doesn't mean you're leaving tomorrow. But you're setting yourself up for maybe in the next 7 months. You're setting by some sort of leap of faith you take this week. You're setting yourself up for future success that will bring you back to the level that you'll actually be happy in, that you'll actually be fulfilled by, instead of having to wait, or instead of having to always dream what if. God doesn't want you to what if. God wants you to take this leap of faith now. And like I said, this could move very slowly. It doesn't mean that you're leaving your job right away, or, getting out of this subpar relationship. But relationships are different than work, right? Because your career, your aspirations, you can choose that momentum on your own. With relationships, it's different, right? With relationships, you can't. It's just not that all has to do with you, right? It doesn't. But ultimately, so in other words, you might have to take a leap of faith. If you're in a relationship that isn't fulfilling you, you're being called to acknowledge the fact that you already know it's not fulfilling you. And it's almost like this cards are saying it's never going to fulfill you, because you honestly, there's better out there for you. You already know it. Remember, I channel the meta consciousness of Sagittarius energy. So on some level, I can't know what you don't already know. So it's like sometimes you just need to hear somebody else's words say it. So you already know that there's something else out there for you, that there's something better. And God wants you to keep fighting for it and take the leap of faith and allow yourself to take the action to actually move in the 3D world toward it. But at the very least, know that this week, fate, because this is major arcana, fate is bringing something around to make you take the leap in what you've dreamed of, what you want, what you really are aligned with, what you're really connected to. And it may be putting in your resume. It may be filling out that application. It may be getting out of that subpar, mediocre relationship that isn't fulfilling you so that you can be free and move toward what you know. None of this is delusional. This is all confirmed, Sagittarius. It's confirmed that you're supposed to aim higher. It's confirmed that any feeling of discontentment is like, you can do this on your own. You don't have to be in a situation that isn't working out for you, or in a job that just makes you feel like falling asleep as soon as you walk in the door. Like, don't settle for that. God, and so something is coming to you this week that is going to almost beg you to take a leap of faith in it, to go grab it. Okay, so what is this? What is it? How does it look? Ooh, well, first of all, it's you. It's happening. Well, it's already not Sagittarius season. We're already into Capricorn season. So, it's something that intuitively you will know or understand. Maybe it's something foreign, has to do with a foreign country, has to do with a foreign culture, or something with education that's going to help you expand and broaden your horizons, your understanding of the world. Something that maybe you haven't tried before, but it's something that you've always been interested in. So know that. But what is it? What is the opportunity? So describe the opportunity that's coming to Sagittarius, so they'll know what it looks like, so they don't miss it. Describe the opportunity. It says the High Priestess is here, so it's coming around the new moon. The new moon is in Capricorn. That will be sometime around the 30th of December. So watch for something new coming in your life around that point, because it will be. It's also a reinforcement of they'll know. They'll know how it looks. And what that tells me is this is going to look different. Maybe 1,000 people are going to watch this video. So I can't line up 1,000, happy birthday, Doug Denny. I can't line up 1,000 different ways this could play out, because it would take me 10 hours. That's not the way these videos work, right? So there's a situation here that says, you'll know. You'll know. And I know that sounds like I'm not doing my job as a reader, but no, that's what the cards say. You'll know. You'll know. Intuitively, you'll know. And at least we've been given some sort of time frame. That new moon energy of consciously, you know something's coming. You are correct, it's coming. So ease your mind when it comes to if some of you are feeling stuck. You're not going to be stuck. Maybe we can get a little bit more energy, a little bit more information on how this plays out. Okay, so it has to do with moving. Could have to do with actually being able, being willing, and because you have this energy too. This is Sagittarius, but it's also, it represents Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy. It represents expand your horizon, widen your target. So something about where you've been aiming isn't big enough. This is why maybe you're missing the mark, is that the target isn't big enough. So expand your target. Expand the bullseye of your target. Expand your range, expand your reach, expand what you're doing to look for what you want. If you're on 2 dating apps, get on 5, or get off the dating apps and just start being more active one-on-one and being more social, because this is the time to do it. If it's about your career and you're only using LinkedIn, use more sites, use more headhunters, or think of ways that you can use your skills in different ways than you have in the past. Maybe you're a teacher, right? And you have all these degrees in teaching. And maybe you need to look into corporate work and how that can be applied to corporate work and the corporate world, because you can get paid so much better. Maybe you've always done marketing of one sort, but you've never tried like PR or being, I don't know, maybe being a journalist. In other words, you have a set of skills, but God wants you to expand where you're aiming them and what you can do with them, as well as if you've been trying to go after, you say you're looking for a job and you've been going after this one company, stop going after just that one company. Go after more company, more companies. Go after, widen your reach. Allow yourself to expand your possibilities, and you're going to find your way forward. And this could mean that you have to be open to moving. That you have to be open and willing to move, to move, maybe even long distance, or maybe traveling abroad. But it's like, if something hasn't worked, stop trying to make it work, and expand expand what could work. Allow yourself to move past what hasn't worked. And that's what's changing this week. You're going to allow yourself to move past what hasn't worked. You're going to move past these self-limiting beliefs or ideas, and you're going to see something that may have been there the whole time, but this is the first time you're seeing it. And that's going to enable you to actually start something new. So let's go to the extended so we can get more information. I will see you guys there. The link is down below, and I've also pinned it to the top of the comment section. I love you guys. I'll see you there.